A CASA is what's known as a court-appointed special advocate whose role is to look out for the best interests of children in the foster care system. That includes helping ensure that those kids are placed in safe, loving, and permanent homes. Tiffany Hunter is a child enrichment specialist with Voices for CASA Children, and she joins us now. Good to have you here. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Give me a better definition of a CASA and of what you're doing with these advocates.
So basically what I explained, as we said, a CASA is a court-appointed special advocate volunteer, and we're appointed through the court system, but it's giving a voice to those pretty much that don't have a voice. You have so many kids that are in the foster care system. I mean, roughly around 5,000 are in the Maricopa County alone, and there's only in the hundreds, low hundreds of how many CASA volunteers you have that are helping out. So you get appointed to a family, and it could be one or multiple kids in that family, and you're helping them through the system. So you'll go to the courts on their behalf. The judges really listen to what you say because you're their one constant. They might change different foster homes or different, even they have the DCS. They do a great job, but they might change different people along that way. So you're their parent teacher conferences, just anything to help with those children, to just give them like stability.
And the process, the court appointment process, I mean, how does that work? You say you're a volunteer and you go through the process, and basically, do you get to choose, or they say, no, this is who you're working with?
You actually get to choose. So there's like 30 hours of training that you do initially, and then it's roughly like 10 to 15 hours a month that you'll actually be involved in being a CASA.
Okay.
So it's not crazy. Anybody can do it. I mean, if you're 21 and older, pretty much if you have some time, you're the right person to be able to do that.
Are there requirements to be a CASA?
Really, all it is that, okay, so you have to be U.S. citizen, you have to be 21 years or older, and have love for children. I'm going to go with that.
Yeah.
They put you through the process, the training. There is, they have fingerprinting. They do the background check, of course, because you're working with children. But other than that,
but there is
they
some
can train
training.
you. There's tons of training.
Okay.
Even Voices for CASA Children is a nonprofit that helps support the CASAs, and there is so much training involved that we can actually provide for them. There's even court reports because people get freaked out. Oh my gosh, I have to help with a court report. It's easy because you have so much guidance. Even the courts, they have people that can help you through all the training, and it makes it a very easy process.
How do you get involved? Does a CASA say, I need some help here? Or do you say someone, I think that person needs some? How does that work?
Well, really, I always tell people, Voices for CASA Children, it's voicesforcasachildren.org. If you go to the website, we have information sessions that people can go to, and every question answered of same thing of how many hours does it take and what do I need to do. So we really encourage people, if you have a little bit of time, you want to make a difference in a child's life, I highly recommend going to that website, and you can get started from there.
And as far as CASA interacting with other agencies, other programs, yours, others, how does that work?
As far as with other programs?
Yeah. I mean, if let's say you become a CASA and you say, I need some help here, I might need some help, I'm a little worried about this, I'm a little worried about that. Where do you go?
There's so much support. So we have coordinators within the system as well. And so you can always reach out to your coordinators as a CASA, and they will guide you in so many ways. You work really hand in hand with DCS. You're working with the foster, wherever they're placed. You're working with their teachers. So you're getting support, but your recommendation and knowing and getting to know this child or children to be able to say, hey, this is what they need. Statistically, they will get placed faster. They do better in school. I mean, they're also going to be, if they age out of the system, it's not very likely they're going to end up being on the streets, because that's another statistic that's sad.
So you really see those results then?
Yeah, it's huge.
You mentioned how much time would be needed. How long do these cases usually last?
We usually tell people to prepare for about a year to 2 years. I know all of my cases have roughly been around that time. It can go shorter or it can go longer. It really just depends on the case. And you had asked me before if they appointed you to it, you get to pick. So sadly, they will give you there's files of all these children that are in the system. So once you've gone through all the training, you can go through each process of, okay, this is the right fit. You can say, oh, I want a teenager, I want babies, I want middle school, whatever it may be. They will give you the files that say, oh, female, male, whatever you want, and then you I feel like they call you. It's like, okay, this is the one that I need to help.
Yeah.
It really, really reaches out to me.
And you stay until the case is closed.
Yes.
You got to have that in there. All right, volunteers, I would imagine would be especially needed during the holidays. Am I getting that right?
It's all year round.
Is it?
It really is. I mean, sadly, I would like to say a lot more during the holidays because a lot of kids getting put into the system, but really, year round, CASAs are just needed. And we really want more awareness because no one knows what a CASA is.
Yes.
So we're trying to get people to realize, hey, what we do, and that if you have the time to really reach out.
Best place to go to get all this information?
Voicesforcasachildren.org.
Voicesforcasachildren.org.
Yep.
Very good. Tiffany Hunter, congratulations on fighting the good fight there. This is really good stuff.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for joining us.